Welcome to Hedgehog's Hungry Hodgepodge. It's the second Saturday of the month and that means it's Vegetarian Week. This month we're fusing two cultures together to make my Italian quesadillas. Let's get started. First we're gonna make our pesto. Alright, so here I have a food processor. It is my brand new food processor that I got for Christmas and I'm really excited to use it for the first time and to use it with you guys. If you don't have a food processor, you can always use a blender because pesto can be mixed up pretty easily in a blender, so that's not an issue. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a jar of sun-dried tomatoes, including the oil from the jar, 2 cloves of garlic, a cup of fresh basil. Whenever you're making pesto, use fresh basil. When I first started cooking, I made the mistake of trying to use the dried kind. That's never gonna happen again. A quarter of a cup walnuts. Now, if you've already noticed, this isn't a traditional basil pesto, mostly because of the sun-dried tomatoes, but usually pesto uses pine nuts. Now, there are 2 reasons I'm not using that today, because A, they're really expensive, and B, my mom's actually allergic to pine, so walnuts are always a good alternative, and they're also cheaper. Pinch of salt, and a pinch of pepper. And we'll attach the lid. This is literally the first time I'm using this, guys, just so you know. I'm a little nervous, actually. And I'm just gonna do it on low, because I've never used one before. But basically, you're gonna blend it together until it's completely incorporated and chopped properly. Oh my god, that's so cool. Next, we're gonna cook all of our vegetables. I have a medium skillet over medium heat, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil and just let that heat through. Now that the oil is heated up, you're gonna add about half of a chopped onion, and 8 ounces of chopped mushrooms, a teaspoon of fennel seeds, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. And I'm just gonna move this around a little bit and let it saute for about 5 minutes. Once you've sufficiently sauteed the mushroom mixture, you're going to take it off the heat and you're going to add 1 can of cannellini beans that you've drained. You'll also add your sun-dried tomato pesto and you'll just mix it all together until it's incorporated. And finally, we're going to make the quesadillas. So now I have a baking sheet that I've lined with tin foil and I've added a whole tortilla. And what you're going to do is you're going to add half of your mushroom bean mixture into the center, and you're going to spread it out so every bit of that tortilla is completely covered. You want to make sure you get a little bit in every bite. It's okay if it falls off a little bit. Then you're going to add 4 ounces of crumbled goat cheese, and again make sure that's kind of spread out too. You'll top it off with another tortilla, kind of press it in there. And then you'll do the same thing with 2 more tortillas. The final step is to have preheated your oven to 350. And you're just gonna pop these in there and let them bake for 5 to 10 minutes, just until the cheese is all nice and melted and is making it all stick together.
Oh, hello. Oh.
Pair this dish with a Sauvignon Blanc or a Bordeaux, and for my beer lovers, grab yourself an IPA. All my recipes can be found at www.hedgehogshungryhodgepodge.com. You can leave comments and suggestions there right here on YouTube. I'd love to hear what you think. I'll see you guys next week for another episode of Hedgehog's Hungry Hodgepodge. Bye!